Can I have with me once again? Jared.
How you doing?
And today we're doing something I haven't done in a while. Go over an entire run of a creator on a book. Beforehand, I've been doing like little bits, like with Tristan, going over each of Jeff Johns and stuff. But the last time I did this was with Raymond as we went over Chuck Austin's run.
All right.
And this happened in this run, the Greg Rucka run. This was back when Greg Rucka was good, and
yeah,
I had a bit of an epiphany. That's a disturbing epiphany. I think I know why he was kept on a leash. You know who was editor at the time?
Who?
For good or for ill? Eddie Berganza. Who, say what you will about the man, despicable human being, but damn good editor.
So in other words, he had someone that would stand up to him and say, "No, you can't do this."
Even though he was a scumbag.
Well, yeah, but my point is like,
well, that could be it, and could also be, of course, the world became more open to his point of view and everything.
True. But the thing is, like, this is why I tell people, you can have a fan. Every writer has the potential as long as they have a good editor.
Mm-hmm. Look at a lot of the writers currently. Majority of them that were shit at Marvel are doing wonders at DC.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell, say what you will about Tom Taylor. His stuff at DC is still better than his stuff at Marvel.
Well, yeah, and his stuff at DC is mainly good in the Elseworlds realm.
But still, you get even his mainstream, even his John Kent stuff is still better than his X-Men Red.
Oh, there's a lot that's better than X-Men Red.
It's still better. I would say it's better than his X-23 or Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, we opened up. This was during some backup. We have two backups that happened. Basically, around this point, you had Action, I believe it was Action 800 or something on. There was a big milestone issue that had happened. And after that point, Superman's lost through time. They eventually give us both Godfall and Mr. Majestic in the DC universe for a while.
Okay.
And this is back up to set up Rucka's run. And this we're introduced to a new LL character. Something I realized, this is the last time we actually have a new LL character.
Yeah, Superman has a type apparently.
Yep, her name is Lupe Teresa Licadio. Okay. LL, Lupe Licadio, or Lieutenant Lupe even.
Mm-hmm.
She's the new head of the SCU. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they're basically a big show going on. She just walks right up, takes out two guns, that starts shooting them, and they keep on, and they like, would you shoot her? And I know, he loves me not. Mm-hmm. He loves me not.
That's great.
He loves me. That. Shut up! It gets her in the ear though. In Deadshot, you're not. So you're under arrest. You know that, right? Go to even ask, like, are you a meta or crazy? We're really hoping you're going to say you're a meta. Let's see. I command the SCU in the same city that Superman calls home. This will be the city he fights Metallo and the Parasite and Doomsday and all the rest in. And I'm not a meta. And I'm not meta. You figure it out.
Love that.
This is also when we have, for the majority of this run, we have Matthew Clark on artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Very rough type of art style, like rough in the details, but beautiful and everything else.
It's great. Yeah, exactly.
It was that a good way of putting it. It's great and everything else, but rough in the details.
Yeah.
Then we have this with Lois. I know.
By the way, I will say, go back real quick. I love how the hotel number is 1938.
Yep. He's known for putting those little details like, is he coming back? Troops build up in countries. Can we really count on them? A Newstime article. Again, just all this other stuff, and then she just goes up and says, I miss you. Because he's still missing by this point.
Okay. Yeah, because I heard there was a time period where he went from time and then to Godfall.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Right into Godfall, and then during that point, Majestic was picking up the slack.
Okay.
In fact, by this point, it has to be Majestic is still running around because Metropolis is back to the old school Metropolis, not the B-13 Metropolis.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one, believe it or not, this is just to make it clear, just to show up, I do own these. All right, guys? I want to make it clear I do own them. I'm just using scans because, except for one or two issues, None of this is on DC Universe.
Really?
None of this. The only thing that are on here is the one issue, not the aftermath, but the one issue that ties in the sacrifice and that Shazam story we went over.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
And this character here actually is Replika. He's an old pre-crisis character.
Really? That's cool. I've never heard of him.
Replikons. Girls, guns, and Replikons.
I love that. That's a fantastic title.
Yep. You can tell you look at it, it's like, who is this, Batman? No. Like I said, his name's Replikon. And we're going to be introduced to a new villain. Well, a new villain that's not really a new villain. I'll just put it that way. Mom, look, it's super. Mom? Mommy, where are you? Hi, I'm Superman. What's your name? Lindsay. My mommy got lost. They do that sometimes. But they rarely go far, Lindsay. If we listen, we could probably hear your mom looking for you. I bet she's scared by herself. Lindsay. Oh, God, excuse me. Wait, Lindsay. Mommy, we were lost, and you were lost, but we found you. I just love how the girl is just like, you were the one that was lost.
Yeah.
I love that. Miss Superman said you were scared, but you don't have to be scared now because we found you. Yes, you did, and yes, I was. Thank you. I'm sure you have better things to be doing. Not really. Take care of yourselves. Again, that is so Superman.
That is 100% Superman.
That's what I'm saying. Rucka has a good handle on soups.
He does. When again, like we said before, when he's checked by an editor, Rucka is top tier.
Oh, and this is then where we're basically this underground, the underground, I believe is known as. Mm-hmm. Which one of you is Kent? You're Clark Kent? No, I'm Bernie Carvier with the Daily Star. You're not Kent. No, I'm Jerry Frank with the Weekly. Reporters, I hate all of you. Just you guys, just for the record. Where the hell is this Clark Kent guy already, huh? And they wouldn't let me in. The security is really tight. I mean, it's just ridiculous how tight it is. It is there. You guys see that? It turns out my editor didn't call, so I had to wait at the desk with the sergeant. First day on the new beat, and then Clark Kent. Yes. Hello, Clark Kent, Daily Planet, and you are Lieutenant Leo Encadio, commanding the SCU. You're late, Mr. Kent. Am I? For what? The planet drew the ride along tonight. Be on the helipad in 10 minutes. Oh, I don't really fly that well, Lieutenant. And how the mighty have fallen. Let me help you with that. Hey, Bernie, I didn't know you were on the crime beat. Oh, great, thanks. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. Basically, he got demoted during this point. Why? It's not made very clear. Okay. And a lot of the stuff will be tackled also in Chuck Austin stuff, where apparently part of why he got demoted was he didn't relate to the modern people.
Okay.
His writing. And at one point, and you see him bad-mouthing Jack Ryder, to which Jack Ryder shows him saying, like, I'm the one sitting at your desk. Mm-hmm. And then later on, and at one point, then we're really showing how Chuck Austin did not get Superman or Clark, to the point where he is just sitting there. Jack, he just went out on a story. His cameraman got killed. So he is depressed. He's like, ugh. And then Clark's like, what's he doing? Like, haven't you heard? I mean, he's been sitting there like, I don't think he's even showered. To which Clark just was like, come on, you. It's just like, Jesus. And then later we find out, turns out Jack was given his desk, but he didn't have Clark's job. Turns out Jimmy was given Clark's job.
Okay.
Again, I'm just like, Jesus, Clark would never be that much of an asshole. He would be like, even if Jack was an asshole to him, he'd be like, no, but that's in here. That's not regarded here. But I just wanted to bring that up. That's what was going on at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah, he's on the crime beat. That's where he's been demoted to. No, it's the Shack. It's what it's known as, the Shack. Pulitzer Prize-winning Clark Kent, married to Lois Lane. That Clark Kent wrote the piece on 21st century slavery, tried to take down the president. That Clark Kent, unless there's another one. What a loser. Hey, you're what, a year out of school? You think you know what it takes to be a reporter? I've known Kent for years. Even he has the social skills of a llama. He's got chops, and he can write, and he knows how to find a story. What do you have, Jerry? A 4.0 and some attitude? And neither of those is going to get you on the front page. You can learn a lot from a guy like Clark Kent. And I just love it. photo of Lois, and she has a photo of Clark.
Mm-hmm.
That's confirmed because I need confirmation, Phil. Yes, how many troops? You're sure? Hot damn. Perry! Where's Perry? Is he in his office? Last I checked, where's the fire lane? What's going on? Get your own sources. Perry! It's on. Basically, there's a stuff going on in UMEC, and she wants to go there and cover it.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be there and be embedded in there.
Is this the run that you were telling me about where she shot?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as you brought up she wants to go over there where there's a conflict, I was like, okay.
Yep. I can't get the approval for you that fast. Then don't give me the panic on approval. I'll go solo. I'll take care of myself. You're going solo. You can't have Jimmy, Lois. No way in hell am I putting that kid in a combat zone unless you're both embedded with the unit. You embed us, the government controls the story, Perry. Maybe not directly, but they'll restrict access. They'll sanitize everything I file. All the networks and half of the papers are going to embed. They're reporters. They'll be reporting on the party line. Let me get the whole story. Now, you gotta be honest. This is good Lois here.
Mm-hmm.
She don't care about any of the crap. It's like, forget the crap. I know how the system works. Just get me there and I'll get you the full story.
Yeah, that works.
Hi, Miss Lane.
I love Jimmy's shirt.
I know, but he's like working at the shack. He hates it. How much did you hear, Jimmy? I wasn't, Jimmy. Enough to know I'm not going with you. Harry's right, Jim. It's going to be dangerous. Yeah, and I've noticed that's not stopping you. Look, I'll keep working on Perry once I'm over there. I'm going to need a photographer. I got to head home. Start packing. Don't worry. We'll work it out. Sure. Then we see more stuff with Lupe as Clark's running around like, I don't really fly that well. Well, and we keep the doors open so you could just lean out and puke that way. Great. So we keep on trying to make the excuses, but Lupe's having none of it.
Mm-hmm.
None of it. So he's basically stuck with them.
I love that.
And then we're also introduced to Skitter. But also we find out her name, of course, Lupe. She's nicknamed the Wolf, of course.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Thing is, the commission, the mayor, they brought her in while Superman was missing. Hired her to redesign the Special Crimes Unit to change its mission. But Superman came back. And thank God for that, I say. But the thing is, Mr. Ken, Superman can't be everywhere at once. In the old SCU structure, it just didn't work so well. It was too reactive, too slow. And since Superman's usually out and about during the day, the Wolf figured we'd put birds up on patrol at night. That way, see we're already in motion. If something does happen, faster response time. Faster we can keep people from getting hurt. What happened to the arrangement with Star Labs for equipment and so on? The department didn't renew the contract. Most of the stuff didn't work anyway, especially after Brainiac 13, right, got into the system. This is better for us anyway. We don't have to rely on some pencil neck telling us what equipment we need. Bravo, this is Alpha, over. Go ahead, Alpha. We got something. Looks like Meta, and yep, there's Replikon. He's just on the attack, and he can't help himself. He's not. He's being forced to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But then it looks at one point, he actually makes it like, uh-oh, he falls back like, Kent!
Oh, well, that's going to end up pretty well.
But see, they looks like he lands in the trash, like, so as far as Skitter's things, he's like, you lucky son of a gun.
Yeah.
I'm already liking Skitter, aren't you?
Me too.
Of course, I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you leave the promenade, sir. Replikon, I'm asking you to stop. I won't ask a second time. They never listen. Why don't they ever listen? And unfortunately, shoots over and Lupe falls. Oh, hello. Do they think I'm kidding? Is that it? I tell them to stop. They ignore it. I know just how you feel. Lieutenant, I suggest you order your men back and cordon off the area. If Replikon is at full power, use the combined strengths of the Justice League. Oh, okay. A target acquired. I don't know why you came back or what it is you're after, but you're done now. I'm as strong as you, as fast as you, with all the power of the Justice League at my disposal. Basically, he was a Mazo, but an alien.
Okay, who's an alien Amazo?
But, yeah, basically. You cannot stop him. Hit him! Yes, ma'am. No more. But enough fun and games. Let's get this over with. Superman! And take the readings first. Superman, help me! So whoever is controlling him killed him.
Okay.
First readings taken. What's all that? Replikon Terminator 2900. What the hell just happened? I have no idea. How was that for a first issue?
I love that one. That was action-packed.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that cover.
I didn't kill him. You're trying to convince me or yourself? Neither, just stating a fact. It's defensible, Superman. I should point out something about Lupe. She is one who's Alright was killing and Alright was using extreme force.
I see.
We won't see that until later. Right now, she's under control.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, when he pointed out about Kent, like, he fell out of the chopper. And then he acts like, you all right, Mr. Kent? I'm out. Fine. Can someone explain to me why I'm sitting in a dumpster?
Mm-hmm.
I thought she's like, get him out of here. I don't have time for this. Rolling her eyes like, ugh. And then, you sure you don't want to go to the hospital? No, I'll be fine, Skeeter. Thanks, so. All right, then. Have a good day. So, yeah, Bernie's already went home. He's old. He needs his sleep. He's not that old. Fine. I didn't get your name before. I'm Clark Kent, Daily Planet. Jerry. Just Jerry. Geraldine Blank. And you'll forgive me if I don't chat, but I've got 3 minutes to get this finished and uploaded to my editor, all right? What are you working on? My Replikon piece. Your what? My Replikon write-up. Did I stutter? But you weren't there. No kidding. There's this thing called a phone. I used it to talk to 3 of the SCU guys. They gave me the scoop, including how you fell out of Bird Bravo. Don't you think that's sloppy? I beg your pardon. So yeah, he's like, it's just, I know it's soft reporting, and that's all I meant. Replikon, Superman, SCU, downtown. I think you'd want to give it more effort than that. It's 300 words with no byline, Ken. You do things your way, I'll do them mine. You know we had kids, right? What? Replikon. He apparently has 2 kids. How do you know that? I checked. On the internet. Just seems to me that there might be more to the story. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, and basically the case of old reporter versus new reporter in this moment. But it's not, you might think she's a bitch. She's not. In fact, one thing I do like is, within this one issue, we're going to find out what her deal is.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like. Most writers would take forever, if that.
Yeah.
Like, where are the kids? Where are the kids now? Yeah, maybe. No one's even seen Replikon for years. Then he shows up, does some property damage, and ends up dead. So Soups hit him like a little too hard. Superman doesn't kill. He has too much control. He'd never make that kind of mistake. Not with a life at stake. Replikon been modified, and that may have led to his death. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. Maybe you should. But I love this. One day showed up, I love this. Like, we need to hire someone to clean up. That's what we need. Gust of wind. And my husband returns home. Oops, you're not my husband.
It's the woman your husband.
Me.
Well, actually, Lois, it's the woman your husband actually loves. So there's that. Yeah. I had to throw that
not
in there.
This version.
No, I know. I'm just joking around as usual.
I know, but I love it. You're not my husband. Not unless there's something you haven't told me. Okay. That is good. Now, Rucka was writing 1D at this point as well.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
This is when he was handling both books.
I have a couple of trades of his Wonder Woman run. It's fantastic.
I will say, though, that's an awkward-looking butt.
Yeah.
Looks good, but it's trying to still draw her, the leotard or the, bathing suit.
Like the armor. This is why I like when it's drawn as armor more, because you get less of that.
I mean, it looks mostly fine. It's just this here.
Yeah, I know. Again, that's why I like armor more.
Right, but basically, like, you left a message saying you need a favor at the embassy. I left it at the embassy. You didn't have to come all the way out here to meet me. I don't want to keep you from anything important. Favor for friends are important, Lois. You're going somewhere, so she wants you to use her as an ambassador to get there.
Okay.
And of course, and Wendy, perfectly happy to.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now why is she keeping it secret from Clark? Because he will get worried, and it will bother him. It'll affect him being Superman if he's worried and always keeping an eye out on him.
Mm-hmm.
And her. Like, I'm out of here. Have a good day. Oh, look at rollerblades.
She is so early 2000s.
Whatever. Hey, Jerry, the I'm out of here means I'm leaving, Ken. I got that, yeah. I could be wrong, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that you don't like me very much. Maybe I'm hypersensitive. Maybe we've gone off on the wrong foot. I don't know. It's just, you seem hostile. Since we only met last night, I'm wondering what I could have done to earn it. I mean, have I done something to earn it? I used to read you all the time. You know that? I had 2 professors in journalism school. They decided your work required reading. Your 6-parter you did on 21st Century Slavery, the way you broke that and built the case that laid it out, that was brilliant. Woodward and Bernstein, Lane and Kent, man. See, I should be down here covering the shack. I'm just cutting my teeth as a journalist. And Bernie, well, he's coasting retirement. But you, Kent, you used to be a reporter.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a good explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that? Like, that is a good explanation. She loved his work. He was something she looked up to, and now seeing him here at the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, that works. I like that.
I still am a reporter. Clark Kent speaking. Hello, Bill. No, I just uploaded the piece. Basically, when he finds like, no, I was thinking of a follow-up. That's sure. By tonight, no problem. Hey, Kent, come over here. Lieutenant Leocadio. How's the head? So yeah, basically meets up with them, and he's like, Lois Lane, my wife. You're married? Ring and everything, yeah. Learn something new every day. Can you get a message to him for me? You and your wife? Basically asking wants to see Superman. Mm-hmm. And I love it. There's a new sheriff in town. That sheriff's me. And the sheriff likes to know all of her deputies. Mm-hmm. Deputies? Again, Lupe has a good attitude, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she's full of herself, but you're definitely feeling like she's still a good person. She's not that full of herself, and yet she's walking over everyone. In the case, like right here, she's acting like she's walking over him, but he's like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. Like, you still with me, Superman? Still with you, John. Just admiring the view. I think I found your rock. Be right there. So they're trying to find where Replikon was. And unfortunately, there's so much damage, and there's the daughter dead. Meaning only her brother, his son, is out there. That you? Yeah, it's me. About time. I expected you hours ago. You missed Diana. She just left. She sends her best. Yeah? So when do you leave? Tomorrow. So actually, he does know, actually. Harry wants me to come.
Yeah, he's Superman. How are you going to keep that a secret?
Right. No, I mean, I misread, so he did know. And of course, once the shooting starts, I can't be seen there. Because basically, it's the whole idea of, he can't be seen there. If he shows up there, things will go nuts. It'll make a statement. Mm-hmm. Again, stuff like this, I love. Yeah. It's making it clear why he can't go in there when there's a shootout. The moment he does, both sides stop, and it's going to be considered a political statement, even if he's not making a political statement. Mm-hmm. Superman appears in a war zone. It looks like he's fighting for one side or the other. I won't play politics. Like, I love you. I love you too. Be safe, okay? You too. But then now there's the son of Replikon working with someone and saying, let's see if we can hurt Superman, shall we? Oh, look at that cover.
That's a great cover.
Okay, like Smallville. So the grunts finally got around to wiring us at CFLCCHQ and Rob. So she's basically giving a step up of what she's doing, what she's been up to, giving him an update. And I love, she leaves lipstick. Why? So he can make it look like he cut himself shaving. Again, that's clever and show that she's thinking that little bit ahead. Because you can't have he's always perfectly shaved.
Yeah, that's true. As someone, even when I trim this, I get cut.
Yeah, so to do that, but of course, he can't do it, so lipstick works. It's that perfect amount of red. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so, of course, Lois is heading on out there. This is where we're meeting about all the men. This is where things get a little bit technical in the dialogue, so I can skip through a lot of this. Mm-hmm. It's very well written stuff. I mean, if anyone wants to read it, just pause it, zoom in, and read it. Mm-hmm. But it does show that Lois is no BS and everything, but she's not getting in over her head. Mm-hmm. Just want to make that clear. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's a military brat, so of course she knows what she's going into. Mm-hmm. And so he's being put in with the Death Knights.
Oh boy, that's such a great name for a unit.
Yep. Oh, I love this. Kent, Jerry, hurry up. Desktop in 3 minutes. I'm hurrying, Lieutenant. I thought it was your turn for the ride-along, Byrne. Give it to the kids there. I'm too old to be buzzing the city looking for trouble. Looking good there, Kent. Oh, yeah, very good. Thanks. Thank you. They both know I'm married, right? Yeah, they know, Clark. Had a little trouble shaving, did you? I love that. They're like, like, looking good there, Kent. They do know I'm married, right?
Yeah, I love that.
You got toilet paper stuck to your face, Clark. Oh, yeah. I was in a hurry. Sure happens to all of us. So, yeah, heading out there, unfortunately, then. Uh-oh, some more attacks going on. So, Superman shows up. Looks like there was an avalanche in Colorado that held me up. So, what do you say? What do you say, Lieutenant? Gable thinks it's another Replikon. He had 2 offerings, a male and a female. The female is dead. Someone murdered her. I think this is the brother. So yeah, he's trying to do that, but he can't control them. His dad was Zoom. His is Zlim. But he can't control himself at all. Why? Because someone is manipulating. The same man who enhanced his father. And unfortunately, and things are just going crazy. And then, yeah, boom! It's not his fault. Stop shooting at him! He's not in control of his action. I don't care. You don't give me or my people orders. You understand? It's an SCU scene. It's my command. You do what I say, not the other way around. Again, she is ballsy.
Yep, she is.
But to be fair, though, technically she's not 100% wrong being part of the SCU. Superman's not part of him, so why should he give orders? I mean, obviously we know why. But I love it. Then later, I think we need to talk, Lieutenant, about last night, about my relationship with the SCU. Yeah, I figured you wouldn't like that. If you're looking for an apology, you're not going to find one. Even with those fancy eyes of yours, I have a responsibility, big man, not just to the SCU, but to the people of Metropolis. I can't let you undermine my authority by giving orders to my crew. That's bad. That's confusing, and it could get them hurt or worse. It's all right. Come on in. The ship can only have one captain, is what I'm saying, and that captain is me, Superman, not you. I beg your pardon. For what? For wanting to talk? Don't be stupid. I figured we'd have this conversation sooner or later. I mean for barging in on you. I don't mind. I'd mind even less if you wanted to join me in here. There's plenty of room. That's
I love how awkward Superman is. That's so good.
But no, thank you. I'm just looking at that smile, just like, like, I think I'll come back later. It's okay. I was getting out anyway. I'll wait in the front room. This is an act, right? You're not really this bashful. Come on, Superman. I don't have anything you've never seen before, even if it's better than most. Now, notice, she's not saying she's the best. She's just saying better than most. So I don't think she's trying to say she's better than Wonder Woman.
Well, yeah, because no one's better than Wonder Woman.
I can't really comment. You got to be kidding me. If I had X-ray vision, I'd be taking peeks all the time. Wouldn't mind if I had it right now, to tell you the truth. This is nice. Is this original? All right, no more innuendos for the time being. But if you think I'm going to stop trying, you're fooling yourself. As long as you don't mind my continued refusal, that's fine. Not at all. I'm very patient when I see something I want. So what? Okay, so was that? Where do you see about was Lupe? Was everything we've seen about her so far?
I like her. She's awesome.
And again, she is aggressive in the right ways.
Yeah, I love that. I just love how she makes Clark uncomfortable.
Exactly. But I like how he's just forcing the smile. Like, I can't say that he also knows, like, if only you know.
Yeah.
I mean, in general. Not just Lois. But yeah, they're trying to figure out what was going on. Also looking with Star Labs. Whatever he hit me with, it was if it negated my power. Weakened, you mean? No. For about 30 seconds there, Lieutenant, after he hit me the second time, I was powerless for about 30 seconds. But yeah, there's the person he's working with. Well, again, we'll find out who he is soon. Meanwhile, Lois is going up there, basically saying, like, they're trying to deal with this one guy, the Death Knight. Seriously, that's us. So apparently, they're at the rear. Turns out they were just a nickname. They really run the Death Knights.
Okay,
they're
so they're not actually
for the
like
front.
A combat unit.
They're 50 miles from the front.
Oh, okay.
We've been had, Sanchez. I'll kill him. Take a number. Again, they're trying to do everything they can to keep her away from the front because they know what she'll do.
They know Lois Lane.
But not that dope. But they came up with the Death Knights because they just want to sound cool because they're all the way at the back.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I gotta tell you, this Rucka does some of the best Mxyzptlk.
Oh, really?
Yep. Of course, then we have more Star Labs as Replikon, Schlim is doing his stuff. And like, Superman, wait just a minute. Don't you, damn it, don't ignore me. I didn't ignore you, Lieutenant. I just took the opportunity that was presented. Now all we have to worry about is the one still in the lab. I let you go in there. I'm worried you don't come out again. I shared a concern, but it's never stopped me before. No, and we all thank God for that. You want to talk to me? This is the bad guy, Ruin.
He looks cool.
Talk? No, I wouldn't say that so much. More like kill. Time to be drained. It's feeding time. Everything I paused like, okay. Don't think that was supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. Hey, McQuark! Nasty ear and wax buildup you got there, Pally. Here's a tip cotton swab. You ought to try them. What's the matter? No funny report? If got your nose? Come on, Superman. Down the rabbit hole. And it's serving at this time. If you feel you have reached this message in error, please hang up and try your call again. And another 60 on the fare to pedal in the fourth race. Hey, it's okay, Max? You're a prince. Listen, gotta run. Just had company drop in. Love to the kids. Your timing stinks. Send me back there, and there are lives in danger. Ah, you won't be, Superman. You talk like that, I might think you're not so glad to see your old pal from the fifth dimension. Besides, those rubes ain't going anywhere until I restart the clock. We got all the time in the world. After all, life is just a dream. I'm floating gently down the stream. Try one. The red one's cherry. The blue one's well, it's blue flavored. That's it. Don't get to the movies too much, do ya, Super? Send me back now, Mr. Kilteepsism. Sheesh, the gag's older than I am. It's Mr. Mxyzptlk. I ain't falling for that again. Again? Yeah, he was old when he pulled it. Hey, Paul Didi. I'm on my lunch break. Honest, it's not what, Lobla and Green Lantern, by the way. Bare naked lady. It's been a while. Let's catch up, Super. How you been? Things good? Life treating you well? Supervillain's behaving himself? That Lee Azzarello thing working out all right? Because this is the same time. You had Chuck Austin, Azzarello, and Rucka all working together.
For tomorrow. That's great. I love that.
And how's that wife of yours? Now, there's a byline I'd like to share. Hubba, whoop! What do you want? To warn you. But it's a balancing act, see? There are rules. Things I can say, things I can't. So I'm warning you, but, not. Infuriating, isn't it? Wait a minute. I can fly. Don't be silly. People can't fly. Not unless they have jetpacks. Do you have a jetpack? No, I don't have a... Ah! That'll sting. Look, it's Cape!
I love that. The cape even left an imprint.
Told ya. As the rabbit said, that first step's a doozy. Super? Still with me? How's the head? No, is he sweeping him up and vacuuming? You know what that's a reference to?
What?
When Green Arrow got blown up and his part of his DNA was still in Superman's cape that was pulled out when he was resurrected.
Okay.
It's a nice reference to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, but yeah, hush! The 0 hour approaches. There will be a crisis on Earth. Time will get Ritalin. We'll need Ritalin. It's gonna be so hyper. And a war. Oh, there will be a war. So secret that years will pass before it concludes. A dark age is coming, my friend. That shall cast you into a no man's land of despair. I mean, really, dark telling like an obsidian age here. Honest. Fine. Thanks for the warning. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for stopping by. Look, Firestorm! I knew he wouldn't believe me. I kept ya. Here, baby, hold this. I don't want to play this game anymore. I have lives to save. Not least of them your own. What do you mean? I'm getting the impression you're not taking my warnings and admonitions to heart, pal. That for some reason, unknown to me, you're not taking me seriously. Right. Though I cannot for the life of me imagine why. Let's check in this luscious, beg your pardon, I mean, Lois. Right on time? As we're seeing them all trying to get up to the front, like, why are you showing me? Is this now? Nah, yesterday. This is now. Oh, geez. Boom, boom. Where's the 60? Where the hell is the 60? Sergeant, we got you here. And we're still here. God, it hurt. Wait, where's the tourniquet? Damn it to hell. Where's the... Can you help him? I sure as hell gonna try. Back home when we have a conflict, we throw pies at each other. Just so you know. You see that, man? And the Bradley's here, and we're going to be okay. No, he won't. He's dead. I can't watch this. I hate being this helpless. I know. So he leaves them back there and says, right, time's up. See you in 90, okay, Super? Wait, what did you last tip? It's the twins you're going to have to worry about. But yeah, that's not right. The override. Hit the override. So that was Mxy messing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Slim, finish him. And this is where it's going to happen.
Okay.
But what do you think about this? What do you think about his Mxy?
Yeah, that was so good where he's making meta references to stuff that's going on at DC right now. How's that Lee Azzarello thing working for you? I'm like, oh God, that's awesome.
But also the fact he is giving him a heads up about the crisis, but he can't tell him about the crisis, all the details.
I also love he makes an obvious reference to 0 Hour, and I'm like, okay, I see.
And Hush, and Hush, and all that.
All the events. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yep, but yeah, she's typing away at her story and everything. Miss Lane? Yes, Carter. I think maybe we should move, man. This probably isn't the best place to sit. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I see what you mean. So yeah, they're heading on over there, but then, he gets shot. Like, breathe. Sniper! Bo, get the kid! Get the damn kid! Oh, jeez, it went straight through him. I don't know about we have this build-up. She's in the snipers there. She's in the sniper range there. Mm-hmm. Well, Superman is dealing with Replikon Ruin. That's his name, Ruin. And the big mystery is who he is, of course. Lupe, wait, what the hell are you doing? Not a clue, but that's never stopped me before. No kidding. I heard that, Sergeant. Nice to meet you too. So all of these people, now I should point out this person here, if I remember, you think it's a girl. It's a guy, actually. No, it's it's a girl. I keep forgetting because later on they make it seem like a guy. They give a guy name.
Okay.
But these two here, though, well, they're called the twins, and let's just put it this way: a certain villain has been off the board for a while, and they're going to be the replacements.
Okay.
Meanwhile, with Lois, she's trying to still do all she can, and this was always my issue to point out to you about seeing though Lois doesn't need Superman to save her while she's over there. At least not doing all of this.
Well, yeah, but
she's handling herself just fine, is what I'm saying.
Yes, but my issue with the way DC has handled her is that when she is in trouble, there are no stakes. I know ultimately, A, she's going to make it, and B, Superman will end up saving her at some point.
True, but this is the closest she ever gets to being taken off the board. In fact, there was rumors they did want to kill her off.
Which, okay, so I had Joe M. Sontag on my show like a little while ago, and he said they should kill Lois to see how realistic Superman would behave, because he wouldn't turn into Injustice Superman. No, he would not, because that's
what we see here again is like I said, the closest we get.
Yeah.
But again, okay, we get a lot of butt shots, but giving her
well, it's a comic book, so there you go.
But that we need to see what's in front of her, and of course she's going to still be on her knees.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so all the while he's fighting Slim or whatever, and Ruin is the one controlling him. But yeah, so all the while, now that's her photographer, I should make that clear. So yeah, no, Lois, you'll get picked off. We have to help him. Damn it, Lois, I can't let you do it. What would I say to Clark if I let you die? Clark would understand. Now, be clear, though, we don't find out till way later who shoots Lois.
Okay.
But it's not one of the soldiers.
Okay.
But yeah, Ruin gets zapped by Slim. And he says, like, if it was your father, your sister, I wouldn't. You lie. No, I don't. Saying he wouldn't kill.
That's hilarious, because when I read the Superman alien thing, he like holds to that I'm not going to kill these things so hard. And I'm like, these are the one things, well, they'll give you a medal if you wipe these things out.
I know. But then, right at that moment, crack.
Oh, I love how he hears that. I was wondering, I'm like, that'd be kind of cool if he hears the thing go off.
by hit by scenes though, turns out around this point during Action Comics, he also technically only in action though, it doesn't apply here. His powers have been weakening because of something that Gog had done to him. And at one point then he was in bed and Lana took care of him. And basically throughout all that, she was telling him how you're like Lois just leapt up without you, basically throwing herself at him. Because Chuck Dick Austin is a bigger fan of Lana and him.
Well, you know, my opinion on that whole situation.
No, but here's no. And then it was later stated the reason why he was distracted is because he was thinking about Lana was saying, and it slowed him down. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
So basically, because of what Lana said to him, Lois nearly died. But yeah. So, did you hear that? Now, this is where it's slow motion, and I'll say this out. We're about to get some unnecessary graphics. That's unnecessary.
Yeah. I'm like, what the heck?
I mean, it's a different artist.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, the bullet already went through her.
You know, it's a different artist for her, so this is where it catches up.
Yeah, because I'm like, why is it coming out of her again? Because the bullets already went through her. That's why there's a blood stain on her shirt.
Yep, but then this is the issue.
I also love. Hang on, go back to the cover. The bullet wound is in a different spot on her body on this cover than it is in the actual comic.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, so I'm like,
well, okay. but it is where it was on this cover.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like.
So my guess is he drew the covers in order before the interior artwork was done.
Yeah, but you guys should coordinate. Hey, where's the bullet gonna hit? Okay, so I can make sure it lines up.
But what's more dramatic though, in the gut or in the shoulder?
No. I mean, have that shot be.
If you look at it, it's near the heart area. It's not like right in the shoulder. It's like here. So it's not at the heart, but it's close to the heart. So you can definitely see. And I think that's meant to indicate just what arteries were hit.
Yeah.
Or not art. Yeah.
It just seems kind of odd to me.
But yeah, of course, flies over and then, oh man, look at that.
That's such a gorgeous image. Oh, geez.
Wraps her up. Someone help me. Hurts. Superman, please. Superman, please help me. It's him. It's really him. It hurts so bad, Superman. Heal my leg. Oh boy, this is those two things. Heal me. But look at it, it's like, I can't help her. We'll do everything we can. And look, this is 2 seconds after what had happened.
By the way,
I love that. 2 minutes.
I love that image of Lois's blood on his S shield right there. I love
that.
It's such a great image.
But yeah, so they're taking Rowan away, and we're about to get Rowan's mindset. Of course, those Stryker's going. Yeah, he's going with them and everything. But Rowan, huh? That's correct. You don't suppose you're going to give us your real name? Make things easy on us. We're going to find it out sooner or later. First thing we're going to do is get you the new Strikers. Your mask's coming off, whether you like it or not. Do you think so? Yeah, unless you got a medical that requires that suit you're wearing to keep you alive. It's all coming off, son. Son, you condescend and you shouldn't. I am at least 90 IQ points smarter than you. I'm the only person on the planet who truly understands what's truly going on. I'm the only one who can stop Superman from killing us all. Ah, so Superman is suddenly a villain, is that it? Mockery is a sign of ignorance. Well, I wouldn't want to be ignorant. Why don't you enlighten us? It's about the sun. Superman's taking its power, its radiation, soaking it up like a sponge, diminishing it with every moment of it on this planet. Global warming is only the beginning. Superman is dooming our planet, and we're running out of time. How long you think we have left? 4.9 billion years, if my calculations are correct. You're totally insane, you know that, right? And you're already dead. So you can tell this guy's insane, but the fact that his idea that Superman is absorbing sun from the energy from the sun like that.
That's actually kind of cool.
It's cool till you hear that how long they have left.
Yeah, 4 billion. I'm like, okay, who cares at that point?
Yeah. But yeah, like, all right, more suction. So this is now 40 minutes since she's been shot. Looks like it clipped the aorta and then ricocheted off a rib. It's really Superman out there. Really is. So who's she that he's bringing her in? You don't recognize her? This is Lois Lane. I think she's his girlfriend. Suction, clamp, BP 97 over 40 falling. Can't visualize the wound. Pressure holding, blood in the lungs. More suction. Clamp that. Losing a lot of blood. I brought you something to drink. No, thank you. On cut. And then there's been almost an hour and a half. Damn it! I mean, trope. Where the hell is he? Where's Ron? Chief? Not now, Jimmy. You want to explain this, Bowen? Not sure I can. Now, he hasn't seen what's been going on. Because basically, like, Mxyzptlk has unconditionally surrendered. Why? Because Superman went there.
Yeah, okay.
Like, and none of you saw this coming? Would one of you overpaid keyboard jockeys please get to the Pentagon, find out what the hell's going on? Chief Alton, find out if we can reach Lane by sat phone. See if she can confirm this Superman sighting. I swear she had damn well better have something on this. Chief! I can't. Lois got shot. She's at a field hospital somewhere in the south in surgery. I can't find out where. She got shot. I've got to call Clark. Clark, it's Perry. Hey, Perry, what's up? Clark, listen, we just learned that Lois got shot in Mxyzptlk. She's in surgery right now. Clark, are you still there? Yeah, I'm still here. I'll call you back, Perry. Cal, not now, John. This is John to the league. We have an emergency situation. I love that. If Clark is
such a great idea,
the call goes right up there, and Martian Manhunter handles it because he can mimic voices.
That's such a great idea.
Exactly. I don't want you to be like, Clark, damn it, where are you, Clark? No, in this case, it's better. It's like, I'll call you back, Perry. And then he knows exactly how to act. It wasn't me. Skeeter's dead.
Oh, no.
He killed him. I felt like you, son of a bitch.
Like, no, we like Skeeter.
Lap and Loveland as Skeeter. Oh, and this has been 2 hours now. Then 2.5 hours. Start a whole other unit, Paul. Can you secure that? Just, excuse me, sir. It's Flash! Got here as soon as we could. Would have been sooner, but Batman ordered us to not be seen. So I had to find a uniform. Diana has to chat outside. As soon as you're ready, we can move her to the watchtower. Batman's getting fine. Of course Wally would know the feeling. What would he do if it was Linda?
Oh, yeah, it's Wally at this point. It's not Barry because he hasn't come back yet.
Yeah, but again, how would he feel still?
Yeah, so, and I'm like, I'm waiting for like Diana or Bruce to walk in and go, hey, dude,
but no, this made more sense.
This made more sense. But I'm like, it could have also worked the other way. Like, are you okay, dude?
Well, hey, back, it was a woman. I just want to give a male name for this character. When I skim back through all this. But Ruin shows up, he wants the twins. And thus, he then touches them, and they are going to gain powers. Meanwhile, it's Dr. Midnight.
Ooh, I like that guy.
I love it. Like, when he's giving a call, like, I need details. And I'm like, who? One of ours. Now it's been almost going on 5 hours now. Superman, we managed to stop Miss Lane's bleeding, but I know. Thank you for everything, Doctor. I'll take care. I'll be taking her now. I'm not sure that's the best idea, Superman. You might want to wait to reinflate the lungs, but should heal over time. As for the rest, it's a matter of wait and see. I understand. If you like, I can stay. You've done everything you can. Very well. I'm sure Batman will find me again if you need me. Would you like some company? Diana's right outside. No, I need to be alone with her for a while. Call me if you need anything.
I love that image of Diana just waiting there.
Yep. I won't leave you. I'll never leave you. A good friend of mine, Michael Bailey, an old friend, an old internet friend of mine, said he's had his wife gone to the hospital because she had thin bones and all that, and all that. So he said he knew this is exactly how it feels like to have a moment. He said, I've been through this situation more times than I could count. But this is perfect. This image here is perfect. Like I said, it's a wait and see game.
It's placing Superman in positions where his powers don't mean anything.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do. That's what he said to the guy earlier. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, there you go. I love when Clark is put in those positions.
Yep. Oh, and I misread the name. It was Alexandra was the one. I thought it was Alexander, but basically these two are becoming the new parasites.
Okay, I was wondering. Okay, there you go. I see.
Yep. Look at that. Alex
so
and
cool.
Alex, the Alex twins. And good. Very good. You're almost ready for something more substantial. So yeah, of course, like he's back then, Miss Lane feeling any better? Much better, thank you. She still has some pain though. She's not supposed to move around too much yet, and that's hard on her, Always somewhere to go. So yeah, the guy actually helped him out. Oh, by the way, this is the last we will ever. These two witches are the last we will ever see of Sam. The son of Lucy and Ron.
Okay.
But then we get new crypto when they seem to ignore all of that ever be. Oh, after the funeral, she just went missing and went to the military.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is the last, because I love young Sam here. And he was a special needs kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. That they actually went that far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they're trying to help out, like, Sam, settle down. They're basically dealing with I keep forgetting that Lois's mother was still alive by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Then they later say, "Oh, she's dead."
Mm-hmm.
Keep forgetting that. Oh, but of course, like to get back to work, and I told you not going to happen until the doctor gives you a clean bill of health. Great Caesar's ghost, Lois. You got shot. Hey, hon. Hey, Perry. 2 months ago, so it's been 2 months now.
Mm-hmm.
2 months ago, I got shot. Clark, talk some sense into your wife. Right, because she always listens to me. I'm fine, Perry. I'm fine. We'll talk again next week, Lois. Good to see you, Clark. Yeah, I'm going crazy. I swear to God, I'm going crazy. You want to stay for dinner? the mothers are baking another apple pie. When is that? The 4th? 5th? Your mom, and just leave it alone. Your mom, my sister, weekly checkups from Perry, and then Jimmy dropping by and whenever. Sam, I kind of need those. Look at that. Yoink.
Oh, yeah, the glasses.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
I just want to get on with our lives. That's all I want. And Sam, are you even listening to me? Of course I'm listening. But your nephew is intent on compromising my secret identity, and I feel that takes a certain amount of precedence. Come on, Sam, give me my glasses back. You can tell his father's a reporter, 18 months old, and he's bagged the biggest story of his life. I think Sam can keep a secret. Let's hope so. And again, the artwork gets a good balance of him showing that he's special needs, but not making him look, Yeah, would you agree with that? Like, this actually, because I've known this artist, it does it's the eyes. The eyes do it because he's like, you know what I mean, right? It's just that whole
mm-hmm.
It's funny. I can see my father in him. Me too. That's why they named him Sam.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I feel bad for Lois, don't you?
Well, yeah, she got shot, so.
Well, no, not just that, but she feels cooped up. This is Lois Lane. She want to get back right there.
I've been 100% in this exact scenario.
Where it's like, I want to get back out yesterday.
Yeah, to be clear, I've never been shot, but I've been in this situation where I've been off my feet for so long because of medical stuff, and I want to get on with my life.
But unfortunately, this is where Lupe's starting to lose it. She's basically trying to demand and wants to torture answers out of him when he has none. No, Ruin's not the one you should be scared of. Why don't you let me speak to him? What are you doing here? I'm hoping to talk to Slim. Knock yourself out. See what I mean? You're already starting to see, even without reading her dialogue, she's starting to show her true colors.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to talk him down, trying to figure out what to do, where to look, and he's saying, I need your help. He give it up. He had some interesting things to say, like, was there an act in there? The good cop, bad cop thing? Does it matter? Speaking as an alien myself, yes. There's a world that difference between you and Slim, Superman. If I scared him, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You went after him pretty hard. I did, and I'll do it again. I have to, and you know why? You know why? Because I'm the one who has to tell David and Elizabeth Allison that their kids are still missing, but they shouldn't give up hope. I'm the one who has to explain how their children were kidnapped by a madman, and I couldn't do a damn thing to stop him. And I'm the one who's going to have to tell them their kids are dead when we find the bodies. You'll forgive me if I'm not warm and cuddly with my only lead. Again, Rucka would never write a cop like this sympathetically.
No, but modern Rucka would write a cop as the biggest a-hole.
And well, she is an a-hole, but then she's not sympathetic.
No, but she's a likable a-hole. There's a difference between likable a-hole and the a-holes.
Of course, knowing Rucka though, he would say, "Oh, she's not a cop though. She's SCU."
But still, it's like, is she in law enforcement? Yeah, she's a cop.
She has a badge.
Yes, she has a badge.
But yeah, so basically, he's trying to realize like he's using countermeasures, frequency nullifiers to block my hearing, and led to block my sight. I should have realized it myself. When I fought Ruin at Stars, I couldn't see through his mask. I put it down to the drain I experienced, but the mask was lead lined. Like, the whole suit is, but that's not what troubles me. It gets worse. Look at his pattern. Look at what he's done. He knows how to hurt me. He knows how to counter me. Lieutenant, we're dealing with someone who knows me. There's a bright side, at least. Now that I know how Ruin's been blocking me, I can work around it. I can look for those places where I can't see, listen for places where I can't hear. I'll let you know the moment I find anything. Again, I love that when the moment's like, yeah, Superman's that way, but that's when he starts to realize I gotta look for those specific places. Bingo. Oh, too late.
I love the way that too late thing is put. That's so cool.
It's backward in reverse because we're seeing it from the opposite point of view.
That is so cool.
But yeah, but it turns out the twins are going there.
Oh boy.
Yep. We're hungry. Oh, but think about how long it's been. We've been through 3 issues, meaning how many days has passed? How many days in a month on average?
30.
And 30 times 3?
90.
And who has a limitation of 90?
So maybe I forgot that. So
who always comes back only after 90 days? At least. Mxyzptlk!
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mxyzptlk! You get that C when
Okay, I forgot about that.
They always had that B word. That way they could keep his appearance down to a minimum. That's why they put that in there, saying that he'd be gone for 90 days. That's why they're saying we can't bring him in next month. He's gone for 90 days.
That makes sense.
But yeah, oh, look at Lois here. Even she's still recovering, but she's handling her all. Superman, help! This looks like a job for me. What's the fact that Superman's occupied until page 8 and all? Yeah. Don't worry. Your page are 250. He'll be in this issue. She should. You gotta be kidding me. If Bound called DC Comics.
I love that. That's so good.
Oh look!
Oh my gosh!
No, but Diana, it's time we talk. Whatever do you mean, Cal? Hey, Eddie. Damn it, Jeannie and Jeannie. Hey, I told you always talk first. Sorry. You got a call. Fine. Go edit something. Why wouldn't you? This is Eddie. That's for cheating me on my own damn logo, you typist and so
That is so cool. That's so funny. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You might be a creeper, but you agree.
Yes, he has an excellent taste in ships. I got that.
Well, it turns out this is setting up a running gag later.
Okay, but I love how it cuts to the live-action comics.
I swear the direct market's to blame. Superman, nerds, hold your horses. I'm coming.
I'm going to agree with you. I love the way Greg Rucka writes Mxyzptlk. This is great.
Superman, sorry, there was traffic on the Swan. Nerds. I know what Ruin did to you two. I know why you're here. So he's fighting them and Superman, watch out. He can't I'm sorry, Clark. Uh-oh. He has his memories.
Oh boy.
Superman, did you get him? I got him. I got all of them. Then share. We got what we came for. So Mxyzptlk, I can't help but feel that this is somehow my fault. You think? What were you waiting for? Get out there and stop them. I'm forbidden to interfere. You should have saw that there before you shoulder checked my husband into the newest parasite. But Lois, the repercussions. Evil Jimmy Olsen's with goatees. Eddie's in the time-space continuum. Hyper time. I know why you pester him. I know why you dress like him. But the costume doesn't make the man. Lois, I have a job to do. And Braganza, where's he hiding? He said he had to go to the toy store. The new figures came in. Figures. Now look, because he was editing Teen Titans at the time. Cassie, it's time we talk. Whatever do you? It's my Carlin. See what I mean? This is why it was a setup joke from here.
I love that. That's so good.
And again, he was editing, and this is Mike Carlin. This was during the time when he edited Teen Titans. What is it with you people? Don't you got any work done around here? Identity Crisis number 7. The shattering conclusion to the mystery that vexed all fandom. My money's on Ollie. I think the resurrection broke his brain. Hey, but like everyone else. Nurse, Mike Carlin, the great Carlini. Give her the kiss, Mike. I liked you when you were my editor, Mikey. That Braganza guy's just plain weird. Yeah, I miss you too. Can I help you with something? Yeah, well, you're like super senior ultra editor now, right? I need the script for Adventure 634. Fine, take it with my blessing. You're a prince, Mikey. Braganza, you're a dead man.
I love this. This is great.
I love it. Even she's like,
this is some of the funniest stuff ever.
I want to know how they got that there, though, because you can't even see the arm.
What they probably did a string or probably a string, because there's no way a Photoshop out an arm would look that good.
Yeah, so it's probably a string, but yet she's like,
that is so creative. I'm like, wow, this is so detailed.
Yep. I love out on his door, the reign of Superman.
I miss when comics were this creative. I wish they would do this
the last time I remember that was the Blackest Night tie-in of Adventure Comics with Superboy
Prime. He goes to DC. I love that.
Ready to kill Dan DiDio. Like,
I love where he's reading the same issue that we're reading right now. He's like, they can't leave me alone for once.
Yep. But yeah, so they're basically now the whole point is to try and get him to wait, like, you really have no respect for your elders. Normally that wouldn't bother me. In fact, I'd be right with you most of the time. I mean, geez, you're so old, and they're so old, you know? But this just isn't cool, you know? I'm just not done with this scene. It's totally squared, man. So I'm just going to have to take those powers you stole off of my good pal Superman's back. You're welcome to try, Super Midget. That tickles. Try and land in the mattress, okay, kid? What? Night-night. Like, all right, your turn. Wait, please wait. Have his memories. I know what you can do, how powerful you are. You can change us back. Please, Mxyzptlk. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be a monster. I know you don't. I'm sorry, kid. There are some things even I can't do. Okay, what do you see about the fact that Rucka of all people is revealing that Mxy has restrictions? Which is obviously the editors.
That's cool. I like that because otherwise Mxy's this god being, which he kind of is, but I like when they put limits on the powerful characters.
Yep. And he said like 47 minutes and 9 seconds, because I know how all this all ends. So let's look how upset he is.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't see him again for another 90.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically you got to stop them before they before they get to ruin and blow your secret identity. Oh, but guess where Superman goes for help? He gets Steel's armor!
Sweet.
Mind if I borrow this for a while? I won't even ask why you need it. Parasite's back. 2 of them. As if one wasn't enough. Oh, by the way, this is the priest from the, For Tomorrow.
Father Leone!
Yeah! Oh, so you've gone over that story.
Fun fact, that's my mom's maiden name.
That's why you know it so well.
That's why I know that name. Plus, I'm Italian, so it goes with the territory.
Yep, I've had a relationship outside of sync around marriage.
And by the way, he was in Man of Steel, the movie.
Oh yeah, which is fine, especially okay. You've read For Tomorrow, right?
I have. Yes, I love it.
I gotta say, it bothers me because it's too. It just shows Azrael doesn't get Superman. He looks at Superman as the ultimate alien, and that Clark doesn't even factor.
You need to have a balance of both. I'll agree with you on that 100%.
Yeah, that was always my problem with that. Is that, I mean, granted, we have some great artwork. I mean, come on. And Lois wrapped up in the cape and everything.
Yeah, that was a good. I love how so many people that ship Superman and Wonder Woman, they drew on the Wonder Woman bracelets because Wonder Woman and Lois look kind of alike, particularly when Jim Lee draws them.
But still, you have that. But then the ending is when it went.
Yeah, I'm
And then his whole explanation of why everyone disappeared makes zero sense.
yeah, I did like the fight against Wonder Woman though. That was
Oh
dope.
yeah, that especially like step away, no, step away, no.
Yeah, I love that. That's
That
so
was
good.
good, but it just felt like Ezreal doesn't get through. That's why I'm so
He
convinced
doesn't.
most of the good
100%.
Superman stuff in Batman 3: The Master Race, Dark Knight 3: The Master Race was
Frank,
Miller
it's
and
gotta
not.
be because Frank gets Superman to a degree more than Azarello does. Way
Yeah,
more.
yeah, way more, way more. At
But the
least
thing
down
is,
to his,
Frank Miller gets the hopeful characters more than you do.
yeah. Whereas, I mean, not that though. It's because of Azarello was Lex Luthor, Man of Steel. It's why people start feeling the whole like, oh, Lex could save the world if it wasn't for Superman. He's the real hero. People started to believe it after that book.
Oh God.
So you can blame him for people pulling that shit.
Thanks, Brian. I may or may not have some signed books by him, but
I would say all this, if I met him, I would have him still sign my copy of For Tomorrow.
yeah, hell yeah, it's the opportunity.
But yeah, but still, with this, it just, and then what happened to the father becoming Omek? Was that supposed to be a tie-in, but he didn't know how Omek factored into everything?
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I read that book. As much as I like For Tomorrow for what it is, I'm like, there's plenty of that book where I'm like, where the hell does this come from?
Yeah, exactly. And then you have that guy who that weird Wolverine type monster guy. Him and his handler are then later handled in the Cyborg miniseries.
I'm like, stop.
You know, the guy with the shade, the guy with the big shades and everything.
Yeah, the asshole pervert guy who's like a military soldier or something like that who hits on Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we don't see. I get that. We don't see him again until the Cyborg miniseries.
Oh my gosh, guys.
But yeah, oh man, I am biting dust. Get it, biting dust. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate these guys. So yeah, basically, their powers are getting to them. They are just being brats.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that though. You don't get that often. These kids just being like, they're power high. Oh,
that's such a cool helmet.
Yeah, look at that.
That is so cool. This is cooler than in the Master. Remember in the Master Race?
Yes.
This is cooler.
Yeah, because that was basically just like a Superman shaped suit. This is steel with a helmet.
That is just so cool.
Nice ass.
Yeah, of course.
Well, she's naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're doing, and yeah, big fight and everything. This is just so awesome.
It's so well drawn.
It is. But yeah, they're ready to stop him. But of course, Steven Superman still saves them.
I love the shots of how you can see his face through the visor. That's so
well in that done. Part. Well, yeah. Well, now that you're able to see, you didn't see that earlier.
Yeah. But I like the shots where you can do that because it's drawn so well.
But yeah, now he's caught up with Ruin, and this is where we're going to have Rags on artwork.
I love Rags.
Because this is actually what ties into Identity Crisis.
Okay, I see.
Now, by this point, Wonder Woman had her eyes removed so she could kill
Medusa.
I
remember that. That's why Wonder Woman was blindfolded.
Yep. I want to know who you are. I'm the man who is destroying you. Yeah, red solar energy. So yeah, he knows all the secrets of Superman. Obviously, this is going to limit who it could be. It's not Luthor, that's for sure. But yeah, he takes it down, and yeah, he's just looking at all these other people who could be next, including Diana.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Oh yeah, but look, then we have Batman there, and then look at Wendy. Ding 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 ding.
So cool. I love how she can still do that despite being blind.
You're blind, not deaf. Stay out of my city. I have this under control. You always do. He needs to speak with us. He needs to speak with us now. Let's go. Oh, this is still when it was the Tesseract.
Oh, that's that version of the fortress?
The one that gets blown up in For Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So basically he's explaining about how Ruin is. Like, he's insane and he hates me. I don't know how much he knows. I'm afraid he knows everything. He knows how to hurt me. He knows how to hide from me. He knows the people closer to me. He's sworn to kill me, and I don't know how to stop him. Oh, and look who's back! Email!
Yay. Sweet.
You remember him, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Professor Hamilton.
Oh, yeah. Also in Man of Steel, the movie.
Yep. Very well handled. But yeah,
Yeah,
basically he's being asked to meet to talk to with him. And then it's Dr. Light all over again. And I don't want to make the same mistake twice. What mistake? Cal, what are you talking about? Cal, you know what happened? Tell me, Cal. It's about the leak. So this is basically where it confirms, yes, he did know. Remember that was always up there like, you think that he didn't listen? Something I let them, about them talking about. He overheard them talking about Dr. Light.
Okay.
Something they did. Something I let them do. Meanwhile, that's Pete.
Hand touching between Superman and Wonder Woman. I'm just going to point that out right there.
Okay, dude.
There you go. I always have to do that. That's my role here.
Hey, I make my little jabs at you, so we're even.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's Pete.
I will say though, as much as I normally can't stand Lois Lane, the whole shot because she's trying to save a soldier that was shot, that was pretty solid.
Yeah, but look,
even I can say that.
Yep. But yeah, look at Pete here, just very disheveled looking.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels so upset about it. Basically, Rucka tries to keep these two, like, making sure that he and Lana are going through a rough time. Thank you, Chuck Austin. But he's wanting to try and get them back together. But then after 1 year later, they're divorced. But yeah, so basically, how could you be so stupid? This wasn't simply about what Light did to Sue. This threatened to tear the League apart. He bragged about it. He said he'd do it again. And lobotomy was your solution? That wasn't the intention, but we couldn't lock him up. So basically, Superman's acknowledging he didn't do anything, but he let it happen. Oh, and this is where Lois like, you should have killed him. Clearly building up to Max Lord. And I think this gives like, that's not an option. It's never an option. Why? Because you think it's immoral? More immoral than destroying his mind and then murdering his identity? You mistake Light for a human, and he's not. He's a monster. If what he did to Sue didn't prove it, his sadism and his delight at the promise of causing more pain surely did. And when you cannot redeem or cage the monster, when you cannot remove its cause, you do what you must. You slay it.
Well, because remember, this is the Wonder Woman who slew Medusa.
Yeah. You slay the monster, Cal. I should go after her. Don't. She's not going to kill Ruin, and she's not going to kill Dr. Light. At least not today. She's right about one thing. Stop Ruin before he gets started. I'm not the detective. You are. No. Bruce, you say Ruin knows everything. Ask yourself, who do you know who knows everything? Luthor. And yeah, there's a part where he's talking to Luthor, but it's not the Luthor. But we later know this isn't that same Luthor. This is Alexander.
Oh, is this the Earth 2 Luthor?
Earth 3.
Earth 3. Okay, so this is
Alexander. This is Alexander in disguise as Lex.
So it's the air quotes good Lex Luthor.
Yep. Well, he used to be. Oh, by the way, I love this. You remember back during Jeff Johns' never-ending battle? The storyline where Lex found out the truth about Superman from Manchester Black and actually did an ultimate plan to take Superman down.
I hadn't read that story.
That is one of Jeff Johns' best Superman stories.
Sweet.
And basically, it turned out, while Lex would eventually forget it, Pete told Pete.
Mm-hmm.
So Pete has known since the presidency.
Oh, wow.
And also we see Jimmy's meeting up with Jenny, and turns out she's older than him. Much older. We see then Pete with Superman. Basically, Lois is realizing someone shot me to bring Superman there to stop the war. So who was used me to manipulate Superman? But then Ruin shows up. That's the Lupe first. And then, these two boys are like, the boy's much younger than you, Geraldine. The death of a child is always more painful than that of an adult. So she got attacked, and, well, I love it. That's funny. I would so hate for you to get hurt. That's funny, because I would just love it if you did. Oh, jeez! Nobody
so
dies. I know. Perhaps you should run that particular theory past young Master Olsen, because I think he got your memo. Nobody dies. Oh boy, look at it. He's trying to unmask him, but then whoosh, big flash of light as he teleports away. Oh, but I love this also. Like, I can't go to the hospital with him because I have to write the damn story about why he's going to the hospital in the first place. Oh, feel bad for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now of course Pete is claiming that he got hurt in the same spot that he got hurt.
Yeah.
He tells her, talk to Lana, tell her I still love her. But he's like, I've lost everything and I won't lose them too. Oh, but then we have this part where Lois saying, I think we need to have a baby. This is thanks to what's in Sam and Lucy. But then here's something else. There's a little backup story that was done with, we see two different versions of Mxyzptlk. One that's the goofball one. Basically, there was a story that was done beforehand of Mxyzptlk being split into two.
Okay.
Eventually, these two just argue with each other. So, and eventually, they get slammed back together into one.
Okay, that makes sense.
This is a way of Rucka trying to fix something that should never have happened.
Okay, I see.
And it's Zixi who put them back together. But I love this. This is John Bogdanov, great artist. He's the guy who co-created Steel. But this has been his traditional Mxyzptlk there, the one on the right. But I just want to show it. But yeah, Mxyzptlk brings a bundle of joy. Oh boy.
Oh.
And this is where Max Clark has shown to be an incredible, more than you think of incredible of an artist. Basically, Lois is saying, like, I beg your pardon, don't pretend you didn't hear me. She's trying to say, like, yeah, we should have a kid and all that. Basically, like, she feels like there's a need to. Basically, now her biological clock is ticking after seeing that and after what's going on with Pete and Lana and little Clark. We'd be good at it, Clark. We'd be good parents. I don't necessarily disagree, but now is not the time to have that discussion. But yeah, like, we can't or shouldn't. I'm not even sure if it's possible. So we adopt. You don't understand. Rune's still out there, Lois, and he's sworn he'll kill. Basically, she's got baby brain at the moment.
Okay.
Hey, that's understandable. Women do that, especially when they're around, others with kids. But then, give Uncle Mxyzptlk a break. Just take the rootin' tootin' highfalutin bottle already, would ya? It looks like a boy, but that's actually a girl.
Okay.
Like, how'd the baby get here? I love it. Like, how to make a super baby is like, when a Cartonia loves a Terran very much, we know how it works. But her name is Laura Lane Kent. Oh, then look at this.
Is that Black Canary?
Yep, but it is all Frank Miller. Look, little Lisa little Dinah.
That looks so good. Oh.
And then, look at this. See? I can fight crime too. I stand corrected. Mom, can I have an elephant? No. Can I have a caveman frozen in ice? No. Can I have a killer whale? No. Mommy's on a deadline. Can I have a little telecommunications satellite? Can I have Wonder Woman be my best friend? Can I have a rocket sled? Can I have Lobo? Can I have a puppy? Can I have a phone?
Can I have Lobo?
Please, just go play in your room until dinner, okay? I told you she'd make us put it all back. Nerds! Look!
I love how a kid goes, can I have Lobo?
And look at Lobo doing her hair!
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Wait, look, it's Calvin and Hobbes!
I love that. That's great.
But then we see on her Sweet 16, and it's given, you should have lined the on. I love that. Just open up and her own costume. And just look at that. But she puts it on. But I love it how, like, it's awfully tight.
Costume.
I know. Clark's was tight too, and I never heard you complaining. It lowers their wind resistance while flowing, Lois. You know that. It's not the wind I'm worried about. They're going to know her cup size, Martha. Mom! I love it. I was like, Daddy, what do you think? I think I want to fly. I think it's time my daughter flew with me.
I like how this style of drawing Superman kind of looks like the Bruce Timm style.
Yeah. But then, Lex!
Oh, that's interesting.
He's combined himself to make this ultimate body to take out Superman. But
With
the two,
composite Lex.
yep, but they stop him together. But then he basically like, kids are the future and bright eyes, an affirmation of, if you will, a declaration of faith in what is to come. But you're so concerned with the now, you can't see past your own nose. Hey, not yet. Sorry, kiddo. I don't understand. I don't understand why you showed us this. It's not the future. It's a possible future. That's the point, Blue. I told you, you got some dark times ahead. Both of you. The way you get through them is by having faith in the future. Sheesh, Superman and White. Everything that happens, it happens because of you two. You know that? Love, baby, is the most powerful thing in any universe. We can live in hope. See you soon. We live in hope. Now this is where we start to get into a different art now. Matthew Clark is gone. Now we have Carl Kershaw on artwork. So we see Lana with young Clark. Nice little memories of everything as we're building up stuff. And look at all this, it's photos and other news reports on the top when we have stuff on the bottom. She's made up her mind. Yeah, that sounds like Lana, all right. Just look at all this.
Looks so cool.
Like, does this mean I get a date? You still barely legal? Yeah? Then no. Aww. So in other words, he's younger, way younger here in this writing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just starting to breeze through it because we only got a couple more issues left. Or still a bunch of issues, but you know what I mean.
It's fun. I'm liking it.
Yep. And Jimmy's still trying to make a move at Jenny. I don't blame him.
Of course. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. But it turns out it leads into a big fight and everything. And then
I will say this. I don't like Natasha Irons' xenomorph looking helmet.
Yeah, well,
It
remember that
looks
gets
weird.
Yep. Oh, but Lois, I do love how Lois is still trying to figure out who shot her. Because that is a big important question. Not just for personal reason, but because who wanted to manipulate my husband?
Yeah, exactly.
But then he unmasked him, and I'll tell you this. Whoever's ruined is basically pulling off a hobgoblin.
Okay.
You know what I mean by that, right? As in, the real person is going to be posing, faking it with someone else.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And it turns out, so it's not Pete. So at this point, Pete was still the interim president. You do know that, right? He was still the interim until the election.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get some Omax stuff.
Oh
boy! But because she thinks he's ruined, Lupe is gonna beat the shit out of him. Who gave it to you? This is illegal. This is against the law. Don't talk to me about the law. And I love like, you were beating him. He tried to escape. I've got witnesses. 15 minutes. Oh boy. But yeah, Lucer told me, Clark, I know you're Superman. Meanwhile, Bruce is still trying to find Brother Eye. You still think I'm innocent? No, Pete. Now I'm sure of it. So yeah. But then all of a sudden, lights go out. Everything's going crazy. Allison and they all pass out. Then they're starting to make a breakout. So of course he goes off as Superman. Neutron. They're trying to absorb from Neutron. So they share that energy, leading into another bit of a fight between them and the parasites. But then an Omax shows up, blasts them, and kills Alexander.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's dead. And Ross is gone.
Okay.
With more of the men dead. Now, if this point then is... let me double check. Yeah, this is after sacrifice now.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
This issue is after sacrifice. No, this one is.
Okay.
This is in the sacrifice. Oh, but I love this then. I know what you did to Pete Ross. You don't deserve to wear it! Damn!
Oh boy.
That, after how he dealt with her before, I don't know, like most people try to catch me at home. Hey, give that back. You don't deserve to wear it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they meet up with Perry and everything. Like, congrats. Basically, she's got a job now at the planet.
Okay, there you go. She's upgraded.
Yep, definitely. Oh, I love this. Moving on to bigger and better things. And the younger things I see. Hello, I'm in the room here. Like I say, I like a little dork in my man. Still in the room. Congrats, Jerry. You couldn't have found a better job or a better guy. That you can say. But of course, though, he's talking with Lois, and he's not ruined. It's just not Pete, and I know him. I know you trust him. Of course, Lois is trying to play both sides, saying like, you don't know still. And now she's going to go back, and then of course, is this about Pete or Diana?
May
as well ask if it's about Bruce and his insane spy satellite. Clark, Diana was right. Diana killed a man, Lois, a man who had control of you, who made you a danger to everyone, including yourself. She did what she had to save her friend and maybe save the world by crossing a line we can never cross. She didn't have a choice. There's always a choice. You didn't see her. She was fine with what she did. No doubt, no remorse, no guilt over what she's done. Unlike you, you can carry guilt over everything, even what you can't control. Like the things Max made you do.
This is like the one time I have ever agreed with Lois Lane.
Right. Well, we all have so much to be ashamed of these days, and no one will admit they've done wrong. Clark, you didn't do wrong. You're the last person who should feel guilt. Max Lord had his hooks into you so deep, Diana had to. What if he still does? Max is dead, but if it was deep programming, it could have. What about Sean? Could he? If there's still something I know he can there, I know he can't find it. But there is someone who can. Goes to Zatanna.
Mm-hmm.
But Zatanna's still a mess. And this is also after Crisis of Conscience.
Oh, yeah.
I like what you had to. I've heard that a lot. That wasn't what I was going to say. I was going to say it was the last time I do something like that. I can't do it anymore. There's some things magic can't. Because she can't make herself forget it. But then we found out she did this to the Toy Man once.
Yeah, jeez.
After what happened to Cat's son.
Mm-hmm.
We see this bit here where it looks like he's helping all these children out. But it turned, and she was like, I wanted to fix him. Fix him? It was after he murdered those children. You were so upset. You knew one of those kids, and you couldn't understand how someone so harmless could have gone insane. I went to visit him in prison. I tried to change him back, make him be the man he used to be, the harmless man who loved toys. Every time a child disappears, I worry he's up to his old trick. But it turns out he was still up to it, but unfortunately, she made him see things positively.
Okay.
So in this case, it looks like he's saving them, when in actuality, what Toy Man's seeing is him being nasty to the kids.
Okay.
So she then does a spell to make him understand what happens, and it breaks him.
Mm-hmm.
And even despite what he's doing, you still feel bad. It's like he thought he was doing good.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out he was doing worse.
Yeah.
So they get out of there. Now, of course, we later find out that was actually a robot.
Mm-hmm.
That was what Jeff Johns would reveal at the expense of Hero.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that. Why did Jeff have to get rid of Hero? Oh, but look, Toy Man's now working. Now that's proper Lex.
Yes, there you go.
And they're actually, then we get a bit more with the fallout and everything. But of course, even Perry feels like there's much more to the story than going on.
Mm-hmm.
If we can't answer those questions, Wonder Woman and the only hero is going to have a problem. And they've got their hands full already. Uh-oh!
Oh boy, that ain't good.
Yep, the OMAC. Current status, irrelevant! They're just marching through everything. So yeah, Lex is working with him and everything. He's acting, feeling all these headaches. Meanwhile, Lois is back in Minhara, in Umek, trying to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
She has to figure it out. She needs to. Now, of course, Lupe is feeling bad about what's happened. Hamilton's shown up and feels they found Ruin, so he's going to lead them there. She's figure out a way to find where he is. Lex is going to get away. Eventually, just leads him to the North Pole.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Oh, I love this. He's holding his neck. If you're done doing your best Amazon impersonation. Uh-oh, Ruin. Leading to a big fight and everything. What are you really after? As he teleports. Turns out he's using the Phantom Zone.
I love that. That's so cool.
He uses the Phantom Zone to teleport around.
Mm-hmm.
And like right before I unmask Pete. Where? Where is he going? Lex said he used my eye. Those two, they aren't power cables. They're keeping him alive.
Mm-hmm.
And when he teleports, they work harder. In other words, it's killing him. But then leads right into Infinite Crisis #1.
Okay, and they destroyed Watchtower. I see.
Oh, and then we get Mxy. We see what happens to Mxy after all the stuff going on with the Spectre. Turns out he's lost his powers. Do I know you? I think you and you do, but my head's broken and sometimes it lies. But the brain part of it says you do know him, don't you? It says you can help me. Will you help me? I'll help you, Mxy. It'll be all right. Oh, man.
That's cool.
You feel bad for him already, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this is where they start to figure it out about, this is what I was trying to warn you about. How's your wife? Lois and then meet up with Diana again, and they're like, I understand from Superman that the man you killed was the Black King of Checkmate. That is my understanding as well. I need to talk to someone in Checkmate. Basically, it connects to Checkmate, which means, I'll just tell you right now, it was under Max Lord's orders. It's what helped set the stage for Sacrifice.
Okay, that makes sense. I like
to
that.
get Clark in the right mindset for his plans to work. That would be that Lois already nearly died. If she died again that soon afterwards, it's all off. All bets are off.
Yeah.
But it turns out, wait till you find out who was the one who pulled the trigger. But then Lucy and Lana is getting word from Pete. Meanwhile, Lupe is being led over there. Turns out they're going to try, he's trying to still figure out, even saying kill Tipsyism doesn't work. Why'd you write Ruin? Basically, I love this. We see in Zurich, Switzerland, goes over there. She puts up an act about, maybe next time you should check to see if he's married first. Nicely done, Miss Lane. You remember me, Mr. McCarthy. I'm surprised. We only met the once at the ambassador's book signing, and that was just in passing. Oh, this goes all the way back to that one issue of Lois having an interview with Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah, when Wonder Woman wrote that book.
And this is a guy that Lois and Wonder Woman has worked out. It turned out who Wesley is a part of Checkmate. We found out during her aftermath issue, The Sacrifice.
Okay, I see.
Oh, he basically she wants to find out. But then we find out who it is. It's Email. He's Ruin. In other words, he's lost his mind again.
Wow.
And he's going to try and kill Pete. So they're heading on over there, and then he gets a bit of a spell back. And it turns out it was Sasha who shot Lois.
Okay, that's interesting.
And I love this, how Lois basically, like, you're stuck like this, Sasha Bourdais. A machine or cyborg or whatever it is they did to you. You're trapped in your metal shell? Yes. Good. I don't blame Lois, do you?
No.
Like, you shot me. But it turns out Lupe's being led into a trap. Mxyzptlk leads them there, and we think it's Pete, but Pete's being held under, duress. So she's about to shoot him, thinking it's Ruin. Meanwhile, Mxyzptlk then gets stabbed with kryptonite.
Oh boy.
And for a brief moment, he says his name, and he disappears, but he could have died. And this is it, of course. There is no Email Hamilton, not anymore. For your friends, you and your friends, there is only Ruin, which leads to a big fight between the two. And it turns out, Lupe, she knows when she's being set up.
There you go. So she's smart enough to realize that.
Yep. Like, don't sound surprised. You think I don't know when I'm being set up? So it leads to a big fight. She takes a blast from Ruin. And it turns out it leads into an explosion, I mean. Adios, cat. And then, don't worry, she survives. But then it turns out Ruin email tries to pull a Max Lord. Basically saying, you have to kill me. The only way to stop is if you kill me. And there's cameras watching. But what does Superman do? He actually succeeds.
Oh, there you go.
My trips into the fan zone will kill me. If my death now can save the world from you, it'll be worth it. Then you leave me no choice. Boom! No one dies, not even you. So this proves that he could have found a third option if he was in Diana's shoes.
Okay.
If he was in the same,
It was a different, it was an entirely different set of circumstances. So
but still, it does somewhat prove it.
I'm going to disagree with you on that because Diana was
I said somewhat. I said somewhat. I didn't say absolutely prove it. I'm just saying it shows that it was possible if the circumstances were slightly different.
Or slightly different, yes, of course.
But yeah, it turns out they're able to prove it wasn't him now. He's completely been cleared. And then this is the final issue. It's just Superman picking up all this, dealing with all the aftermath of Bloodhaven, and they deal with chemo and everything.
Oh, Bloodhaven blowing up. I remember that.
Yep. And yeah, they're dealing with chemo and somehow comes back around and they stop him. It's a nice story and everything before it leads back out into the crisis and leads into the other stories. But what did you think of all that?
I like that. That was a lot of issues, but it's a solid run.
Yeah. Wait, see why I love this run so much?
Yeah, exactly. This is one of the occasions where I always say Rucka is one of those people where if you put him on the right character, he can nail it.
And he nailed Superman, and he used to nail Lois. He used to be perfect with Lois. Then he started saying, "Oh, all journalists share my political opinion," and
which
he's just
again,
so biased.
By this logic, if he had done this, like this type of Lois in the Lois Lane series that he did, it would have been awesome.
Yeah, that's why I was so excited that he was already like, yes, he's back to Lois. And I read him like, crap, he's letting his political bias get the better of him.
Was like, oh no.
But now you see why people were excited initially. They were initially excited because they remember this.
Yeah, but I'm just like, okay, this, and you know what? I gave that series a chance because I was like, okay, you know what? I'll try this out. This seems very interesting, a journalistic view of the DC universe. And then I read a couple issues.
It's the CNN viewpoint, not all open-ended. Because this Lois here, I mean, she doesn't even get that political, even when she's going overseas.
No, it's
she's just like, I just want the truth.
Clark, she even tells Clark, you can't come here because it'll get political.
Well, even Superman said that. Even Clark said that. He's like, I can't go there. It'll get political.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, Rucka, you had the greatest. People were confident in your abilities because of this. If you had done like this, I probably would not hate Lois Lane as much.
Now, of course, I don't want to know how much of this though was also him under the restriction of what Bendis was giving him.
Oh no,
you don't know because remember, it all tied into what Bendis was doing.
So again. My co-host Jay Heat and I did a video. What if Bendis never came to DC? And you'd be surprised all the second and third order effects. Like Taconic does not come and ruin Aquaman. This probably does not.
Well, you gotta remember, Jeff Johns approved of Taconic though.
No, but I know it's just there wouldn't be anyone saying, "Hey, come to DC."
True, but anyway, but I would say this as well though. Here's the other thing though. I think the problem was giving him solely Lois. It works here because we get Lois in spurts.
Yeah.
He didn't have a chance to have her be that political.
Yeah,
and he had a subplot with her that took up all of her focus. Going to Umac and then finding out why the hell she got shot.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay, there you go. This is Lois written well, and then we get Lois written poorly.
Exactly, and
It's like, again, it's like Greg Rucka on Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman he was writing concurrently with this was great. The Rebirth Wonder Woman started good and then fell off a cliff real hard.
Yeah.
It's amazing. This was the golden age of Rucka.
He needed a focal point, is what I think. And that's what why his first step of his Rebirth Wonder Woman worked so well, was because of the fact that he had a direction. He had a direction, which was the fix Wonder
on
Woman.
the New 52.
Fixing her.
There wasn't any need to fix that Wonder Woman.
Dude, you do know there are still people who are pissed off how they handled the Amazons, right?
You mean the mythologically accurate take on the Amazons?
Yes. There's a reason why people were pissed off at that. Just because it's mythologically accurate doesn't mean people want to see it.
Which I'm like, okay, that's fine. That goes into the whole, okay, and that adds on to, I can use that little excuse about why I don't buy when Rucka was like, oh yeah, Wonder Woman's bi because she grew up in an island of only women.
I do accept that. It's more of a case of where she's bi because she has no stigma to the concept of being with another woman, because she's used to seeing that. It's not so much that, it's more like that, like I said, she's open-minded to it.
No,
doesn't mean that she's actually...
In the run, in like the Wonder Woman year run, they basically imply that she has slept with the other Amazons, and I'm like...
Which again, I could see that, but I always saw it as not romantic, because they have urges. They are always going to have those urges, so you can have a case of... they're going to have the urges.
It's one of those things where I'm like, I don't buy it, dude. I do.
Don't. I personally do buy it because, like I said, everyone has those urges. If you're on I Know Nothing About Women, that's why I don't feel she ever had any romantic connection. I think it was not the physical.
No, but they gave her a romantic attraction on the island.
Okay, fair. It's been a while since I've reread it.
Oh, trust me, dude. I flipped through it recently as research for like a video I'm doing on like if I ran DC, and yeah, it's like because they gave her Cassia and she was her girlfriend pre-Steve.
Well, I will just say this: I do feel James Robinson's run felt a middle ground where basically it kept her being a demigod, but then kept all the Amazon stuff that Rucka brought back. So it was a middle ground.
He was the one that came after Rucka,
right after Rucka.
I remember I liked that run. I liked when he took over the book.
Yeah, but he said he came to a middle ground. Keep the demigod stuff, but undo everything else from Azarella's run and everything. So basically it brought back the pre-New 52 pantheon of the gods, how Ares was handled, about the Amazons. But it kept she's the daughter of Zeus,
which I think personally I like the Clay origin too. Let me be clear, I like that too. But I feel like for as many times as Wonder Woman deals with the gods, it makes sense for her to be a daughter of Zeus.
Yeah. Now here's something else I want to add. What did you think about Mxyzptlk throughout all of this? Probably the
I
best
love that.
handling of Mxyzptlk.
Those are some of my favorite parts. Jeez.
Yeah, because he's just so damn good and so interesting. It's like
I love when it goes into actual DC editorial.
Yeah, that. But you know that, but just so much about it. Like the whole first one he did, it's Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
You know, pop culture reference overdose was Looney Tunes. Second one, breaking the fourth wall to the nth degree, and then the last one, it's him just being grounded. A grounded Mixie. No, and then you have him showing the future that was a homage to all the artwork, other artists.
It's awesome. I love it.
And what did you think about Lupe?
Oh, I love it. She was a badass.
But then became a bitch. Let's be honest. Rightfully so, but
she's one of the characters that I wish they would bring back.
Yeah, but like you said, you know that even Rucka probably would have would botch her.
Yeah, I just realized. As I said that, Robert, I just realized, but then she'd be handled by modern writers, and that's a character that modern writers would screw up.
I think Joshua Williamson would handle her well.
Williamson would handle her pretty well.
He would handle her well. So I hope and I think even Kennedy would. Kennedy Johnson.
Refreshing to have two fantastic writers on Superman right now.
If Mark Waid does come on the book, I think he could handle Lupe well if he would. Think to bring it back.
It's like, but I cannot say enough how much I love Williamson and Johnson on Superman. It's awesome.
But Williamson, I feel he should bring her. And I gotta say, I'm so surprised he's still at DC, but he's also relaunching G.I. Joe.
So I'm like, hey, okay, that works. That works.
Well, we see but the fact is, I think he's not going to give up DC because he's in such a position of power there.
He's basically the Jeff Johns now. In other words, he's who Jeff Johns was in the new
during the Infinite Crisis.
During Infinite Crisis, exactly. He's the one we're really thinking about who's dictating the line. Now, has he had flubs? Yes. Night Terrors, where it showed up.
Night Terrors, where it showed up, and some of the books that it shouldn't have been a 2-month thing. It should have just been a self-contained event, like Shadow War. It should have been like Shadow War.
It could be a Halloween event, and then what should have been the summer event was Godzilla versus Justice League.
But that's not canon.
I know, but that would have been so cool.
But anyway, but what did you like best about this run overall?
I liked how he put Superman with the Lois being shot thing in a situation where his powers mean absolutely squat. I love when writers can do that. Because then you also see why Superman is so great, because he holds it together, and you can see Superman's coming apart at the seams because he doesn't want to lose his wife. It makes sense.
Yep, you have that. But what about Ruin as a villain? Before you found out it was Email.
Before I found out that well, still, I liked him. I thought he was very threatening. He could throw down with Superman, and that's rare for a lot of Superman villains. So I enjoyed that.
He was his hush. He was his hush.
Yeah, that's right. He was his hush.
Look, he even gave him a new parasite and everything.
Yeah, actually 2 new parasites, but
one died. Yeah, you have that.
I dug that.
Yeah, and again, just throughout all of this, it was good. Poor Pete. And the Shack, the characters he's introduced. I'm surprised he didn't bring Jeannie back in his Lois Lane stuff.
I just wish he had kept Skeeter alive. I love me some Skeeter.
Especially I loved him just totally mocking Ruin, just oh, dude, you're nuts.
Yeah.
He's like, well, unless you need to keep yourself alive, it all comes off, dude.
No, I love that where he's like, okay, so how much longer do we have? 4.5 billion years. And he goes, you're freaking nuts. And I'm like, yes.
And you're dead.
Yeah, I love that. That's great.
I can say my favorite issue has to be the daughter issue. With his daughter, with seeing him, with Mxyzptlk showing them possibly having a kid and everything. And of course, what came not long afterwards? Chris.
Yeah, exactly. And the Jeff Johns thing.
Yep, but especially I just love that Calvin and Hobbes bit. But again, just throughout all of this, his entire Ruin.
It's great stuff.
It is. I wish I could have read through everything.
I'm surprised they haven't collected in an omnibus.
Agreed. But to be fair, most Adventures Superman doesn't get collected. Look at the fact that it's not on DC Universe Infinite.
I know, which is surprising.
That's why I had to use scans. Because it's not there. The only issue that was there was from Sacrifice. That was Rucka's run. And that was just the one issue. They didn't even include the Aftermath.
Yeah.
But throughout all of this, and like I said, I like Jeannie, and Wonder Woman was well handled, though.
She was handled well.
I will say, though, that bit during the Rags Morales issue where she's saying you should have killed him and all that fell too heavy-handed because now that we know what came afterwards.
Yeah, I feel like in this era, they were really trying to paint Wonder Woman as a sadistic murderer.
And Rucka was against it. You do know that, right?
Rucka was against it. Yeah, exactly. But
I think John's convinced him, dude, it's important for the story. And I think that's the only reason he went along with it.
Yeah, because with the Max Lord thing, that's one where arguably she had no choice. But all of a sudden her going, you should have killed this guy. And I'm like,
no, great. Yes, that's where you're again, and this was setting up for the Max Lord thing. So I think this was trying to say, oh, she's out of control. She's losing herself.
Here's the difference. Dr. Light's not mind controlling a Kryptonian.
No, but he did cross lines. But again, the fact that this eventually leads into Christ Unconscious, where Superman admits, even to the League, I know what you did.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, yeah, we know you do.
Yeah, but again, so overall, what would you give this entire run? I give this a solid 8 I give it a solid 8.
I give it an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 because it's well written. The lowest parts are well written, and this is coming from someone that absolutely dogs on the character.
You see the
constantly.
why this got me to love her so much.
No,
I told
no,
you this was
100%, dude. 100%. I got it. Like this way, I've been through too much with Lois at this point, but it's this one particular story, this one particular arc is really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, like I said, but you guys said you can see why. Because I'll be honest, I didn't read that much Wonder Woman. I read more Lois than I did Wonder Woman when I first really got into comics. I mean, my first 3 books were The Death, World Without, and Return of Superman, which is mostly a lot of Lois in it, almost hardly any Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
And then I had this, and then I had this era.
Which I will say that it would be kind of cool if they did like a one shot of Wonder Woman reacting to the death of Superman, even if it's not the romantic angle, because they are very close friends.
Yeah, we never really got much of her input on it. Even when they've done flashbacks to it,
well,
the most they ever got was when in JLA, Justice League number 0.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, that one bit, but even then, that was Batman reacting more than her.
But even that, I was like, you would think she would like go to a statue and like break down or like something.
No, I think they were trying to imply she saw Superman went down a warrior's death, and that's why she was accepting of it. Like, there's no more that he could ask for.
But can we see that? I want to see that. I want to see.
But I don't think she would break down because let's be honest though, as good friends as they were, they hardly worked together. The most they had was issue 600 of Action, where it was their date.
And again, this is also back when the Justice League was a bunch of D-listers. So there you go.
So I think that's why they were colleagues, but not friends, like they were by this point.
Mm-hmm. I still would have enjoyed that. And I do love that one panel of like when Superman is by Lois's bedside on the Watchtower. You have Diana there. You have Diana there in the background.
Of course, she's going to protect
her friend.
She's going to protect Lois if anything happens.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm like, this is all well laid out, well shot. Everything about this run is real. Mm-hmm. It stands up there as one of my favorite Superman runs right now.
Yep. And also, again, like I said, I do think Eddie and Jeannie, that was his editor. That was the girl you saw in that one issue.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out smoking, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
The assistant editor. But yeah, she was smoking, but at the same time, it's like you can see why they kept a tight ship. And Mike Carlin. Yes. Mike Carlin, all of them. That's what I say always about Superman. Mike Carlin, yes, people thought he was an asshole. He was like a dictator running Superman because he was protective of Superman.
It was good work.
He was protective of Superman because that's why, he banned Loeb and took Berganza to bring him back because what did Loeb do in the Challenge of the Unknown mini? And he brought in against Carlin's wishes, he brought back a Superman robot. At a point when there were no Superman robots. But because he was an editor, someone else was, they said, just put it in there. We won't tell him. As soon as Mike saw that, he's like, you are banned from Superman. You cannot write Superman for a point or something like that.
Yeah.
And again, this is Loeb, a guy who writes a great Superman.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I miss when we had editors up there that were that protective of the character, saying, if you screw this up, you're out.
Yep. And again, I don't blame him.
I don't blame him at all.
He went under his nose.
Yeah.
He went right under his nose.
Undermined his authority. I do not blame him one bit.
Yeah. And of course, Loeb still held that against him, of course. And I don't blame Loeb, even though it's like, dude, you knew what you were doing. At the same time, we know how much he loves Superman.
Yeah.
Loeb did some of the best Superman and some of the best Batman.
Superman, Batman, dude.
Oh, dude, I went over all of those issues.
I love those. My favorite arc is the Supergirl arc, where it's the trainee going to Apocalypse. And Batman talks down a god.
He basically like, renounce Kara Zor-El.
Yeah.
If it was you, or even this is the point that we said, if it was either you or the Amazon, you would have had the guts. Diana would have had the guts.
Diana would have 100% done it.
Not the brains, though. I hate to say that Diana would not have the brains to pull that off.
No, but if somehow,
would you agree with that? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, she's.
If Bruce handed her the detonator, she would have done it.
Yeah,
she would not have.
If Batman set it up and said, it's your choice, Diana, she would have 100% hit the button.
Yeah, but would she have set it up? No.
No,
Even with the mother box, I don't think she would have known how.
no, 100%.
Because again, Diana's smart, but she's a tactical smart.
Yeah. She there's a reason why Tower of Babel exists, because Batman has these Batman is a long run guy.
But there was one story arc of Justice League, I believe, where there was supposedly a myth about the entire Justice League is supposed to die fighting a dragon. Yep.
One.
And she took them all down.
Yeah, which that's also believable because at that point she's worked with them for years, so even she would have caught on to how they fight.
Exactly. But like I said, overall, this was just so good. I missed this Rucka.
My favorite
I missed
moment.
him.
My favorite moment is when Perry calls Clark to tell him Lois
Yes.
Martian Man. Everything in this is well thought out.
Yeah, but that moment there, that is so perfect. I would say that's one of the downsides of New 52, removing long-time setups like that, where it's like they'd have to start from scratch, and most creators aren't going to think about stuff like that, because this is something that would come about from having decades of superheroes for someone to play off of.
But I get what they were going.
Oh no!
with in
Oh, I
New
do.
52.
I'm just saying no, though. But that unfortunately was
It's
something
a
that got lost.
problem. 100%. It's a downside to doing a hard reboot. I'll give you that.
Yeah, exactly. Because if they had done something like that, it would have been a case where, oh, no one's picking up. Perry would have been pissed off.
Because remember, also, Jean was not on the Justice League in the New
He was
52.
with he was with Stormwatch.
Yeah, and then
The most I could see was
JLI.
Bruce. I can see is Bruce programming something, but it wouldn't have that natural response. So Perry would have still been pissed off because it would have given him an inadequate response.
Yeah, exactly.
Then again, no, Lois wouldn't have been in that same position.
But here's the other thing too. Clark didn't work at the Daily Planet at this point. He worked in independent news with Cat Grant. Remember?
Well, by that point, yes, but he did work there for a time before Scott Lobdell had him quit, and then Jeff Johns brought him back.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I love how Jeff Johns forced him to come back. And he'd be like, "Oh, I have this great story. Do you have this great story? Then you're doing it." And then Ulysses shows up. He's like, "Oh crap! I gotta claim he's my story now."
Yeah, there you go.
I love that how basically he forced him in a way that only a writer could, but it still felt organic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, again, this has always been one of my favorite. But you know what we could do next time?
What's up?
It's a much shorter run. Gail Simone and John Byrne.
I'm down.
Yeah, John Byrne came back
for
art duty.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you know who and what who they introduced to the DC to the comics from the cartoon?
Who?
Hold on, let me get there. Oh, where is it? Where's the cover?
John Byrne, I think, is in the top 10 of Livewire. That's where she brought in the comics.
Yep, was during this.
She's that recent in the comics.
Right around Infinite Crisis. Yeah.
Wow, I thought.
Remember though, she was introduced. She was introduced in the cartoon. Remember?
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, she was a cartoon original.
Okay, so she's kind of like Harley Quinn in that way.
Definitely. And I just love it. Her first time showing up, because she's a shock jockey still. Mm-hmm. But it turns out, like many issues earlier, her boss, his wife, was saved by Superman. Mm-hmm. So he finally got fed up and like, my wife was saved by Superman. The guy you've been dumping on, you're fired. And I'm going to make sure you can't get another job in this town.
I love that.
But then what happened? Turned out she actually had meta power. She was always like snapping her fingers and zapping. So when she finally got pissed off, climbed up, got zapped, it basically meant it enhanced her meta abilities.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, and then her first appearance, and this was the last issue of their run.
Mm-hmm.
There's her first appearance.
That looks so cool.
And it turned out, though, her brother is a stalker with a crush on Lois.
Oh.
And that plays into during this.
That'd be cool.
But apparently they're kind of implying, and I can't tell because it's Byrne's drawing, but it's implied that she might be Asian.
Okay.
I mean...
it kind of looks like it a little bit.
And then when you look at her brother...
Yeah.
It's like, I can't tell if she's supposed to be Asian or not, but she was definitely white in the show.
Yeah, she was.
But again, it's hard to tell because it's Byrne. But yeah, but the one downside of all those is, this is what made Byrne sever ties with DC for good after working on this and the Atom, because he thought he was going to be on a long term Not a short term, because this is them taking over after Chuck Austin got fired.
Oh,
So this was
really?
always meant to be a short-term run.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a reason why Rucka is 3 trades and Chuck Austin's is 2, and then Gale's run.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have 2 trades to make up for tomorrow, and then you have Mark Verheiden's one trade run.
How many trades did Gale get? 1?
1.
That's it? Wow.
Yep, just 1. Of course, some of the issues were also in Sacrifice, and then there was the issues that dealt with the race between Reverse Flash and Bizarro,
Oh, okay.
that was a tie-in to Villains United.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But yeah, again, this was a pretty decent run that I think you'll enjoy.
Sweet. I'm down.
Yep. In fact, we get Dr. Polaris getting an upgrade
Yay.
before he gets killed.
Oh, of course. There you go.
Yeah, because remember he got killed off during Infinite Crisis #1. He was there with Human Bomb blowing himself up.
Okay, I remember that, I think. Yeah.
Before Bizarro.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I still remember that. Originally, they were actually having a beat at him losing that #1 was going to make him more dangerous. And then it ended up going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank you so much, though, man.
Anytime,
And
dude.
yep, we'll see. And yeah, maybe next week, probably, we can record this one.
I'm down.
Of course, we got over a month before this will air.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you all in the next one. Take care.